Hello?
Run, bitch, run!
Who,
He
who,
gonna
who is
kill
this?
you!
Damn. 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 Oh, my phone. What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button down below. Also, in the description below, I have started a Patreon account. You can click that link and you can become a patron, and you can recommend things for me to watch and review, or hell, you can even recommend some music for me to check out for the first time if I haven't already heard it. Now, with that being said, we are looking at a Netflix exclusive today. We are looking at the 2020 film, The Call. Now, The Call is a Korean film, all right? So let's get that out of the way right now. When I watched it, we watched it English subbed. So there is an option for it to be subbed, or if you're one of those people that you prefer it to be dubbed, and no, we watched it dubbed, and if you're one of those people that prefer to watch it sub, there's that option as well. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Now, the one thing that I love always about Korean films, mostly foreign films, but mostly Korean films, is they always have. I mean, I'm not going to say like this idea is completely original, because it's like the butterfly effect meets some sort of, like, I don't know, horror movie, right? So it's not a completely original idea, but it was done with excellent taste. All right, might I add. So let's get into the quick synopsis. The quick synopsis of this film is that there's a young lady. She returned to an old village in order to see her ill mother. She lost her phone, so she uses the landline that's available in the old house. Somebody continues to keep calling the phone, and they're saying that their mother's trying to kill them. So what we find out in the film, and it's also in the synopsis, so I'm not giving away any spoilers, is that the landline apparently connects to the past. So that landline is the girl is communicating with somebody who lived in the same house, I think 20 years in the past. Let me just make sure 100%. But yeah, I believe it's 20 years. But anyway, to the point, this movie, so basically what ends up happening is that um, there are things that are done in order to alter the past, but then man, I don't even want to get into it because I feel like I'm really going to give away the whole movie, and I don't want to do it because it's a great movie. So I'm going to leave it at that. With that being said, dude, for this to be a freaking Netflix exclusive, this film is excellent. All right, I'm just saying that off top, like, bar none. This film is really, really good. With that being said, the idea, like I said, isn't like completely original. We have seen movies similar to this, hence the butterfly effect, or things like Back to the Future, where things that happen in the past affect the future. Ta da da da, whatever. You already know what I mean, right? But the thing about this is there's a twist of it, and in one of the characters, and it honestly adds a nice little flavor to the idea that we're already familiar with. So if you're going to take an idea that's already been done before, you have to add some sort of different flavor to it. And this film, in my opinion, does a really good job at adding that little hint of something new. And that something new is the horror element. The butterfly effect and Back to the Future obviously didn't have like a really horror aspect to it, but this film does. This film has a very, very horror-esque idea embedded in it. Now, the cast is great. I mean, I'm not. The thing is, when I watch movies, unless the score stands out tremendously, I'm not really going to be like, damn, like that score was excellent, right? You have things like Interstellar who have a freaking outstanding score, or Snatch has a really good score, and that stands out. But like, I mean, when I'm listening to a lot of film scores, unless it's something that I'm really into, I'm not really going to catch on to it. Like The Guest had a really good soundtrack, but the film score, I guess it did its job, because it wasn't something where I was watching it and I'm like, yo, like that part kind of didn't fit, but it's okay. So it did its job in order to make the scenes flow and everything work. like I said, for this to be a Netflix exclusive film, it's a very, very good film. Um, the ending, the ending is a very, very interesting ending that I feel like a lot of people will not see coming. And I really enjoy movies that is like that when you finish the movie, you're just like, this mother right here. Or like something like that. It always gets me when I see a movie like that, and I'm just like, damn, you kind of just like want more, or it just leaves you on a note where it's just like, damn, so where do we go from here? This film, man, in all honesty, it does a freaking amazing job all around telling a story. Characters are interesting. The storyline keeps you intrigued, and you keep staying with the film all the way through. If I have to recommend something for you to jump on Netflix and watch right now, it's definitely going to be The Call. Uh, Me and my wife, apparently, we've been freaking binge watching more Korean films. We have these moments where we just watch different films and international films, and we're back to Korean movies again. Because at the beginning of the year, I swear we were watching a lot of Korean movies, and then we kind of switched to Spanish movies. Now we back on this Korean train real quick. So next on the list, hopefully I can. I need to watch Peninsula. I keep playing around and not getting around to that. I need to watch that because Train to Busan was an excellent film. There's a lot of really good movies that come out of Korea, and I think a lot of people overlook it because it's Korean, and they overlook a lot of a lot of movies do because they're foreign. But there's a lot of really fucking good foreign movies out there. Like if you watch Invisible Guest, which is on Netflix, that's a good foreign movie. Mirage, excellent foreign movie. Your Son, good movie. Um, Freaking Tigers Are Not Afraid, which is on Shudder, excellent movie. I mean, the list goes on, dude. There are plenty of movies for people to watch on Netflix and on other streaming platforms, but they never give them the opportunity because they're foreign films. I mean, if you're one of those people that don't like to read subtitles, don't worry, don't worry, bro. At the end of the day, this damn movie has a freaking option for it to be dubbed for you. Boom, take it away. The problem that you have is gone. Now, if you make up any excuse from this point on, then you just got some bias against foreign films, dude. And in all honesty, if you're shutting the door on foreign films, you are shutting the door on your mind and expanding your freaking film knowledge, experience, whatever. Because foreign movies have an abundance of original stories, great cast, and actors that you will never be exposed to if you don't watch the damn movies. So with that being said, I am going to let you go, and I am going to let you go watch The Call because it's a freaking excellent movie that needs to be seen, and hopefully this video gets a lot of views, so you better share this shit. All right. Um, with that being said, you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. I will release you to go ahead and watch the movie like I'm asking you to do right now, because trust me, once you see it, you will not regret it. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you click that Patreon link and maybe recommend some movies for me to watch, maybe some music for me to review. Whatever you want to do, just hit me up. Until next time, adios.